Ready? Yellow lady. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second down.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Packers pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Breeze now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Breeze now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready, waiting. Check, Mike 42. Stay with your man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready? You ready? Bring it.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Complete. Smith has it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan, as he knocks that one away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Kamara now to return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll roll him out right. He can, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Breeze now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They run it again with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Williams. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
We need clean. All day, dog.
Rodgers to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Notice 50. Hey, you block over here. Show it. Show it.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points a car.
Big numbers,
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. To throw again on second down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Go. 180.
Now Wentz again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this one will be brought back to the 22. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go,
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Ready?
Breeze now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw on second and 10. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It's just me and you. Ready? 5-9.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
Lefty. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
82,
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Pretty quiet.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A chance now to... And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 45 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Silver.
Kamara. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Number 53. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was. It all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, yellow lady. Check 53. I got 1 second.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
On the ground, Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? You ready? 54 miles. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, it's Williams, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd down, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Last stop. Last stop.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that